Roman Reigns has stormed back onto WWE's biggest stage with a thunderous return that left the WWE Universe reeling. This time, the Tribal Chief arrives not alone, but leading a brand new, unstoppable incarnation of the Shield. Together, they unleashed a devastating assault on Seth Rollins, shattering his confidence and sending shockwaves through the roster. Rollins, once cocky and untouchable, was left broken and speechless as Reigns and his mysterious new allies took control. Get ready for an explosive chapter in WWE history. The power, the betrayal, and the chaos have only just begun. The Tribal Chief returns. A vengeance years in the making. Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, the man who dominated WWE for years with ruthless precision, had been absent since his heart-wrenching loss at WrestleMania 41. But on this fateful night, he returned with a vengeance, a storm incarnate, bringing with him a new version of the Shield, a faction once synonymous with unyielding dominance. But this iteration of the Shield comes with a groundbreaking twist. For the first time in the faction's storied history, a female member joins the ranks. Who are these new warriors chosen by Reigns? What makes this team different, and how will Seth Rollins respond to this deadly resurgence? The scene. Seth Rollins' smug swagger interrupted. The arena was buzzing with energy as Seth Rollins strutted into the ring, the gleaming Money in the Bank briefcase in his hand. His smirk stretched wide, dripping with arrogance as he delivered a brazen promo, basking in the crowd's mixed reactions. "I took Roman's title, his family, his legacy," Rollins sneered. "The bloodline is history. This briefcase, this is power, control, and no one can take it from me." The crowd booed vehemently, but Rollins reveled in the hate, laughing like the cat who just ate the canary. Paul Heyman, ever the puppet master, barked orders at the sidelines, with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed looming behind Rollins, arms crossed and muscles bulging, daring anyone to challenge their dominance. Darkness falls. The Shield strikes back. Suddenly the lights cut out. Pitch-black silence blanketed the arena for a heartbeat. Heavy, expectant, almost suffocating. Then the low rumble of a drumbeat rolled through the speakers, slow and menacing like distant thunder heralding a storm. The crowd erupted instantly, chanting, "Roman! Roman!" in a tidal wave of sound that shook the arena to its core. With a sudden explosion of light, Roman Reigns appeared at the top of the ramp, hood up, clad in black tactical gear and his trademark vest, radiating raw power and intensity. The arena was engulfed in a frenzy, the crowd roaring as chaos broke loose. But Reigns wasn't alone. The new Shield emerges. A force reborn. 3 hooded figures slipped out from the shadows behind Roman, their faces obscured, movements sharp and deliberate, moving in perfect synchronization. The audience buzzed with speculation, the air electric with anticipation. Who were these new Shield members? They marched with deadly purpose, eyes burning with intent, closing the distance like a pack of predators locking onto their prey. Rollins' confident smirk faded as he dropped the mic, shock and caution flickering across his face. Heyman barked frantic orders, signaling his allies to prepare for battle. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed squared off, fists clenched, muscles taut, ready for the onslaught. Then the arena lights flickered, and those legendary words blasted through the speakers. "Sierra Hotel India Echo Lima Delta Shield." The roof nearly blew off as 20,000 voices screamed the chant back, drowning out everything else in a flood of nostalgia and raw energy. The Shield legacy. From Survivor Series 2012 to today. To truly grasp the magnitude of this moment, we need to rewind to where it all began. The Shield burst onto the WWE scene at Survivor Series 2012, clad in black tactical gear, 3 renegades united by purpose: Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose, now Jon Moxley. From their debut, they were a force of nature, crashing through the roster like an unstoppable tidal wave. Their mission was clear: deliver justice by any means necessary, enforce chaos, and destroy anyone who stood in their path. Their list of victims reads like a who's who of WWE legends: John Cena, The Rock, The Undertaker, Triple H, Batista, Randy Orton, all crushed under their triple powerbomb, a signature move that spelled doom for opponents. For nearly 2 years, The Shield reigned as WWE's most feared and dominant trio. The shattering betrayal, June 2nd, 2014. Then, on June 2nd, 2014, the unthinkable happened. Seth Rollins, the self-proclaimed architect, shattered the unity with a cold-blooded betrayal. With a steel chair raised high, he crashed it down across Reigns' back, then followed it up with another brutal blow to Ambrose's skull. The Shield was no more. Rollins aligned with Triple H's authority faction, breaking the hearts of fans worldwide. The aftermath. 3 legends rise. This betrayal birthed 3 unique legends. Rollins transformed into a cunning mastermind, a multi-time world champion who thrived on scheming and manipulation. Ambrose shed his WWE persona, reborn as Jon Moxley, a wild card who stormed AEW and became a 3-time world champion. Reigns embraced the tribal chief persona, ruling WWE with an iron grip as the undisputed Universal Champion for over 1,300 days. WrestleMania 41, the fall of the tribal chief. At WrestleMania 41, Reigns' reign came to a devastating end in a triple threat match against Rollins and CM Punk. But the real dagger was betrayal from within. Paul Heyman, once Reigns' wise advisor, sided with Rollins, costing the tribal chief his title. The loss shattered Reigns. He vanished from WWE, leaving fans to wonder if his era was over. The reckoning has begun. Roman Reigns and his new Shield moved as one, precise, relentless, unstoppable, using Rollins' own briefcase as a weapon in a brutal beatdown that left the WWE Universe breathless. This wasn't just a statement. It was war declared. Wrestling warriors, buckle up. The saga has only just begun.